Hi guys, Josh, 4.64, and this is Google Form training that I did recently. So the request was, how can I collate information for LSA observations, keep it all in one place, and if needed to be have more than one input or observation over a period of time. So I suggested the use of Google Forms. So, simply we'll go through how we set it up. So you've obviously got your Google page, you've logged in. With us, it's our Activate Learning. You may have your own version at your own school, college. You click in your 9 little boxes up here, and we're going to go to the drive. Load it up nicely, get into your folders. So I suggested to my peer that we kept it in one place. So you would go new folder. You might call it whatever you want to call it, lesson observations, LSA observations, and that creates your folder. And you then create your new Google form. So to do that, I'm just going to get into where mine is right now. But to do that, you would obviously go to new, more, and you select on your Google Forms. And then you load it up and you get options to create it. So you can change the color, the background, the questions. So up here, you would call that, learning support assessment observation form. You want to add in, I said you want to add in the name of the individual person. So we just choose, where are we? Just clicked on a bit. We'll just decide that we just want to have a short answer there. And we would just put in their name. So every time you input it, you can just put name. And we also said we were going to put in there the date. So this little button here is duplication, so it makes things really quick for you. We said we put the cohort, so the type of group they're supporting. And below that, you may just have just some general notes about the groups. And you might decide that within that you want to have a longer answer. And so that would be your initial bit. And then you probably want to add a title. So we might put down here, we're going to put classroom support. Obviously within this document, you would have specific to us, you're going to have your classroom, out of classroom, group support, one-to-one support. So you've got a different element for each area you want to observe. Anyway, once you put this together, you create your actual form. You would complete your form and submit the form at the bottom, and that creates you a spreadsheet and it creates you instant responses. So we'll go to my actual form I've recently used, and this is to look at students' digital skills levels. So we went through 5 topics, as you can see with mine. We've got subtopics, and within that we've just used scales. I've chosen 1 to 4. I find with 1 to 5, people just go middle ground, and you can't really get a true reading. So 1 to 4, they've got to go 2 or 3. And within this, you can collate this, and I can get group instantly with the beauty of Google. I can get instant analytics, which gives me instant feedback to inform my teaching. And that's sort of the bigger picture stuff. So this would be in terms of the observations. You'd see across all of your observations where your themes are for CPD. And if we come back to our spreadsheet in here, I've now got them all individually collated with the scores, but if I want to, I can select to just look at an individual learner. So if I've looked at multiple observations throughout the year, I can just select that I want to see Paul, and I'll just see Paul, or whoever it is. And, they're currently trialing this at the moment, and I think it's going to be really successful. But that's the training that we did. It was more interactive than a physical training resource, but that's what we did.